the Spanish Inquisition.
Hi everyone, today we're diving into a fascinating yet dark period in history, the Spanish Inquisition. This institution has been remembered and studied for centuries. Historians have often debated its effects on Spain and its influence on Europe. Let's explore what happened, why it happened, and my own thoughts about its long-lasting consequence. The Spanish Inquisition was a powerful and often brutal institution established in 1478 by Spain's Catholic monarchs, Ferdinand II of Aragon and Isabella I of Castile. Its main purpose was to maintain Catholic orthodoxy across their kingdoms and specifically target converts from Judaism and Islam, people who were suspected of secretly practicing their former religions. The Inquisition operated for over 350 years until it was officially abolished in 1834 by Napoleon Bonaparte. Before this, Spain had been a place of religious coexistence among Christians, Muslims, and Jews. Cities like Córdoba and Toledo were known for their diverse communities. But when Ferdinand and Isabella unified Spain, they wanted to build an homogeneous Catholic society. They feared dissent and were eager to secure a unified Catholic state. So they asked Pope Sixtus for permissions to create a national inquisition, which would ultimately operate independently of the Church in Rome. The Inquisition primarily targeted converts, Jewish converts to Christianity, and Moriscos, Muslim converts. They were accused of secretly practicing their former religions. This persecution was relentless. Many were arrested, tortured, and forced to confess. The trials were often held in secrecy, and people weren't even allowed to know the charge against them. If they were found guilty, the punishment could be severe. It might include imprisonment, confiscation of property, forced labor, or even death by burning at the stake. One of the Inquisition consequences was the expulsion of Jewish communities in 1492, and later Muslims in 1502. These groups had been significant contributors to Spain's commerce, scholarship, and culture. Their forced departure weakened Spain's economy and had long-lasting effects on its intellectual life, losing scholars, skilled professionals, and merchants for the Spain economy, and suppressing any diversity of thought contributed on its later decline, especially during the Enlightenment. At this point, the more the Inquisition tightened its grip, the more Spain's cultural and economic strength deteriorated. This period became infamous for its brutality and the suppression of diversity. In my opinion, the Spanish Inquisition was a brutal and cruel method to maintain Catholic orthodoxy. The Church had been in control of society for many years, but it wasn't always in a positive way. I just wish that things had been different back then. Perhaps, if there had been more tolerance, Spain might have gained more cultural and intellectual influence rather than losing it. If the Inquisition had never happened, maybe Spain would have developed into an ever more prosperous and diverse society. But because it did happen, it's important for us to remember it as a reminder of the dangers of combining state power with religious authority and the importance of religious freedom. While the Inquisition was finally abolished in 1834, its impact had already shaped Spanish society for centuries, creating a legacy of fear and suspicion where today, when we study these events, it can teach us the value of tolerance and the importance of human rights. Thank you for joining me in exploring the Spanish Inquisition. It's a powerful example of the impact of intolerance in society. Remember, history has a way of showing us not only how far we have been, but also what we need to keep fighting for: freedom, tolerance, and respect for all people. Thank you.